Okay, hopefully, if you get time to finish up the bass, you can do one of the guitar parts, or at least start it. Um, this is the guitar part that we're going to start with. And what I have is, for myself, I have 3 screenshots, and I'll explain why I have 3, but this is basically the first 4 measures. And I want you to, we'll get started, and I'll talk through why I want you to zoom into a certain level and things like that. Okay, so you're going to make a track. It's going to be a guitar. And it is going to choose the guitar sound. So clicking on Rock Mountain Top Lead, I want you to choose rock guitar and ACAC. So if you double click on that, that will load up. I'm going to move this just below so you can make sure that you have the right length. All right, so if I open this back up by clicking on the icon there and clicking on piano roll, I want to make sure that you are, when you are in the settings here, that you're in 16th notes and not automatic grid sides. I want 16ths. So that when we're at the beginning and you zoom in, what I want to make sure is that you zoom in enough, because right now, if you follow this one, this is one measure, all we're seeing is 4 squares. We need to see 16. All right, so still just 4. Now that's broken down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's just 8th notes between 1 and 2. We still need to see 16th. So I'm zooming in. There we go. So as long as we have 4 and then like a broader, darker line, 4, 4. Okay, so that's 16ths. And the reason is that we're going to draw mostly 8th notes, and they'll cover 2 16th note spots, squares. Okay, so right away, if we're in the MIDI editor or the piano roll, we're going to be in the first octave. So C1, we want to see C1, so I'm scrolling down, and this is G. All right, G for 2 16th notes is the same as G for 1/8 note, essentially. All right, and then we're going to skip 2, and on beat 2, we're going to hit a G in the octave. All right, I missed. All right, just make sure that it takes up 2. And then back to G, and then no skipping this time. So G this time is on beat 3. Beat 3, and then right away on the second and third, the third and fourth 16th note of beat 3, and then we're going to hit B up to C, so just before, and then just like that. Okay, that's what we got. And then that is an octave of C on beat 2, so C, beat 2. I keep missing. Just remember that those dark lines are the downbeats. Skip 2, C again. Skip 2, A sharp. Skip 2, down to A sharp. Okay, listen. Sounds good. All right. Admittedly, I'm not hearing it, but that's okay. Back down to G. So same pattern basically. G, skip to an octave, back down to G. Don't skip any squares this time, and then back right away to that B to C walk up. Okay, now I can't scroll on this because this is my screenshot. But measure 1, measure 2, measure 3, measure 4. I'm going to close this. And now I have measure 5, 6, 7, and 8. So same exact thing. So measure 5. Oops, did I make a mistake? Let me open this one again. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I didn't finish these. Sorry. So after my doo-doo CC, so just like these two, and then down to A sharp again. Okay, so pretty much, oops, same as that. All right, now we're into measure 5. Okay, so now I can close this. 5, same. Okay, we could just copy, but this is good practice. G on the downbeat, G in the octave. Okay, G octave, G octave, without skipping. So skipping 2, not skipping any. B, C, B, C, 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 B, C, C, A sharp, B. So C, 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 A sharp, B. All right, measure 7 is G, same thing, okay? So G, skipping 2, up to G in the octave, back down to G on beat 3, no skipping any squares for the second one. B, C, 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 B. Let me just make sure. Beat 2, beat 3, beat 4. Beat 2, C. Beat 3. And beat 4 is A sharp. A sharp, not B. A sharp. Okay. We're done with measure 8. Oops. Let me see where we are. We're done. With measure 8. Okay, closing this one. Measure 9. Oops, what the? Measure 9 is, this time it goes down, so this is a chord change. This is E and E in the octave. So same rhythmic pattern, but it changes notes. So E is right here, and then E in the octave. Same rhythmic pattern, okay? So this time we don't skip any squares horizontally. And then we still walk up, but we walk up on F sharp and G. So F sharp is this one. And G here. Now D, D, G, D. So this is our G up to D, beat 3, G. No skipping line, no skipping squares. Okay, here's why we need it to be in 16th notes, because we need some shorter ones here. So this is back to G and G sharp, but these are tight. So G, shorten it, and G sharp. Tighten it, or it is tight. All right, last, well, measure and a half. Back down, we go to A. So this is new as well. Okay, so A, boom. Now it thinks we want 16th notes, but we're going to draw that back out to be an 8th. Okay, A, octave of A, back down to A, octave of A without any squares skipped, back down to A again, 2 A's in a row, and the last one is an octave of A on beat 2. All right, looks exactly the same. Let's listen to both of these. That doesn't sound right. What did I do wrong there? Okay, so I'm going to go in here. B. These should be C. Okay, so I did make that one little mistake. I could hear it right away just when I was listening to both of them. So I think I said the right notes when I was going through it. I just made a little error. Okay, so now, what is this? This is actually a duplicate of this. So if you take the one that we just made, go to Edit, Copy, place your cursor at 27, and then Edit, Paste, you're going to get it, but then you're going to see that it's a little bit long. That's okay, because this one just doesn't play these notes. So instead of the circle for looping, we're going to come to this Edit, Adjust End, and bring that back to be that length. And that's that part. It's done. Okay, so... All right, there you go. Guitar number 1.